Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. We are back with United Daily Live, as we are every single day at this time. Hope you guys are all doing well. We have got loads to discuss today. After Project Restart's meeting yesterday, which gave the go-ahead for teams to train this week, and Manchester United returning to training tomorrow. Manchester United have today been contacting all season ticket holders, including myself, to give us an update on what the hell is going on with our tickets and our season ticket renewals and all those kind of things. As we said, players are to return to training tomorrow, and the Reds are being linked with a move for Douglas Costa, although I've got to say, don't get excited about it, guys. It is pure gossip, straight out of the gossip mill. And I'll be reading it out to you later on. Gossip mill, rumour mill, whatever mill you want. But it's a load of shite, that is for sure. I will be taking a look at the gossip that's about today, including Douglas Costa being linked with Manchester United and anything else that's going on the World Wide Web. Hope everyone's doing well. I can see some of the usual faces in the comments. Lee, Namai, Indiana. We got Leon here in the house. Edwill, Anthony, Alec. Tim Walsh is back as well. And if you're seeing people like Tim Walsh with a logo of my face next to their name, you're probably wondering why the hell have they got that? That is because they are members here on AdamMcKola TV. They're members here on the channel. They get a little bit extra out of the channel. They support the channel as well. And if you want to find out more, then go and check that out. But right now, we are talking about the latest news. And with Manchester United set to return to training tomorrow, Wednesday, United are set to return to training tomorrow. All the talk is going to start swirling around again. Who's fit, who's not fit, who's going to be ready for that first game back in a month's time. Are we finally going to get to see Pogba and Bruno in the same team again? We're finally going to get to see them training together, hopefully, this week as well. So that's the first thing that we haven't got to see yet. Pogba and Bruno and everybody else getting in the mix together. But it's not going to be normal training, is it? It's going to be smaller groups of around 5, all going in. And then once one group's been in, done their bit, gone out, they're going to have to clean up the place and let another group go in. They're going to be having inspections from the Premier League who are going to be popping up at different times, at different venues, at different training grounds to do spot checks on making sure that they're keeping in line with everything. Players are only allowed to train for, I think it's, was it 50 minutes or 75 minutes a day? And when you're thinking about that as well, they're going to have to implement that. They're making sure that they're all recording every single little thing so that they can keep track on everything. So whilst there is a return to training, it's not normal training. It's not normal training by any stretch of the imagination. It's not even close to it. But Paul Pogba is expected to return to action when training completes and when training does get back into the swing of things. And he's expected to be available for that first game on June the 19th or June the 12th or June the 26th. Whenever that first game is going to be, it is expected that Paul Pogba is ready to return to action. Now, this was a story that came from Manchester Evening News, and a few other people have gone and reported it as well. Now, it's kind of obvious. We kind of knew it already that, yes, Paul Pogba is going to be back and Rashford's going to be back and all these guys are going to be back. But it's not set in stone, do you know what I mean? Like, Paul Pogba had an operation on his foot. He's been out for an awfully long time. Only played 5 games. We've got the question marks over his future. Although I feel like they're less question marks now, to be totally honest with you. But we still have some of them there. Marcus Rashford has still been going into Carrington and getting tests on his back and making sure, you know, his recovery has been going well and has been done properly. So Marcus Rashford, whilst he's very close, he's still having to go in and get tests on his injury and just to make sure everything is cleared up and his back's fine. But we've seen him training, we've seen him running around. Contact football is different though. You know, those little nudges in the back as you're jumping up for a header or, you know, challenging at a corner or different little things like that. You still need to get tested in that manner. But Marcus Rashford's seemingly ready for that, as is Paul Pogba, ready and available for selection again as Manchester United ramp up their preparations for the return to competitive football in June, likely to be on or around June the 19th if nothing changes, but there's still some time to go in terms of that. So guys, how do you think Manchester United will line up when we get Paul Pogba back in the mix? How do you think we'll see Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, etc. lining up? Let us know in the comments below. Will it be a 4-2-3-1, a 4-3-3, a 4-4-2 diamond? What do you guys think in terms of how we will line up with Paul Pogba, with Bruno Fernandes, Fred, McTominay, Matic, Rashford, Martial, Lingard, all these guys that we've got so many players. Sorry, Daniel James as well, who's probably first choice now, more so than Lingard. But nevertheless, we have all these players at the moment, and we've got some selection headaches, which is great. Will we have AdamMcKola in that mix? We don't really know as well, because of the fact that, what's going to happen with his loan move? Is he going to stay with Manchester United till his loan move expires actually in 12 days' time? AdamMcKola's loan move expires in 12 days' time. So that tells you all you need to know about how, set in stone his situation is. It quite clearly isn't. He could leave, he could stay, he could get his loan extended. United may be forced to agree a deal with Shanghai before we get that extension of the loan. Because whilst the transfer window is closed, Shanghai could say to us, hey, if you agree to pay X amount in the summer, when the transfer window opens, you can extend that loan. But if you're not, then we're going to take him back because our season's starting soon. And that would be totally understandable. Guys, get hitting that like button, get commenting, get sharing, get subscribing. Daniel Hazel says 4-3-3, Fred, Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, Mason and Marshall. Cannonballer says 4-2-3-1. Andre wants to see Pogba, Bruno and Fred. Anthony wants to see McTominay, Pogba and Bruno in a 4-3-3. 4-3-3 again, says Edwill. 4-3-1-2, says Nathan Howard. Similar to the Diamond in that sense. Harris Biss says 4-2-3-1. 4-1-4-1, says Chukwuemeka. I've read Daniel Hazel's out. Tactically as well, they're going to be more calm, says Jeremy. 4-3-3, says Michael. Line up as the 20 times champions. 3-4-4, because it's Spurs. That's too many players, Glenn. People say Pogba and Bruno can't play together, yet City has the same player 5 times with different names and they all play together. I've not really seen anyone, say Pogba and Bruno can't play together yet. I don't think that's the case. I think they're very different in what they do. Bruno is fantastic with the ball at his feet. We know that. He has a fantastic eye for a pass and a goal. And by saying what I'm about to say, I'm not taking it away from the things that he does with the ball at his feet. He's absolutely magic. But he's a little bit more industrious than Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is physical, is strong. He's going to get in there. But I feel like Bruno has a little bit of spite about him in it. And they're very different in that aspect. I think Bruno Fernandes can almost be like, remember when we had Matic, Herrera and Pogba and it worked? Bruno can almost do that Herrera role and be better. Because he can get around the pitch like Herrera. He can lead the play keep the shape and lead the play and all that. I'm not saying to play as deep as Herrera. If you've got Matic or McTominay, you'd have someone doing that. But, as one of the 8s, being industrious, getting forward, sometimes occupying a 10 spot, going in as a false 9 when Rashford and Marshall split, being able to occupy different wide positions. Pogba, we know where he's strong, on that left-hand side of the central midfield. We want to see him play there more often than not. And I think also you'd see a lot. Paul Pogba would get double teamed up. He'd have 2 men on him. And now they're not going to be able to do that as much, because when you've got Paul Pogba on the ball, you got Bruno Fernandes that's free, and vice versa. And that's one of the luxuries we haven't had, is having that quality in every single position, where you start thinking about, oh shit, you got him. Okay, if we keep him quiet, we've had that a little bit, but not enough. We haven't had enough creativity. You look at City and they're spoilt for choice there, and I know they've spent an untold amount of money, but so have we. Whilst the investment by United hasn't been sensible and hasn't been structured and well planned out, while that is the case, it's not been spent. We've still spent a lot of money and we haven't got a lot to show for it. Whereas Pogba and Bruno, we paid combined 130 mil at the moment, a little bit of add-ons in the Bruno deal. You probably pay that for Pogba 2 years later or after he won the World Cup. So we've got them quite cheap. Still very expensive. One was a world record fee for us. But we've got them in there. And if we can build something around that, it'd be amazing. And just having that ability to, when he picks it up, you got a problem with him. You got a problem with him. They can't just double team onto. So that's good. I think Fred could play in a 6 on his own, says Anthony. So you would either have to play him in a 2-man midfield with Pogba, or just play McTominay in the 6. It's going to be like the French national team. So much better for Pogba, says Troy. He gets a lot more freedom in there, doesn't he? Because he's not the main man as well. 2 Tiers says just get Grealish in as well, and then we're nice. Andrew says 4-1-2-1-2. Narrow against Spurs. Get Fred, Pogba, McMayo, and Bruno in the diamond with Rashford and Marshall, the 2 strikers. Paul says I'll use the name what Brock Lesnar is called to describe Bruno and Pogba combo, the Beast or Beast. Pogba and Bruno behind closed doors are going to break teams left, right, and centre. Behind closed doors, you're not under pressure. You're not under as much pressure for a minute, and that will only help big teams getting better. I think I get what you. I didn't read it properly. I think you might have had a typo in there somewhere, which has absolutely shagged the whole sentence. I hate when that happens, mate. It happens to us all, Jess, unless I've just read it wrong. But I get what you're saying. Behind closed doors, it's more about the quality of the team because of the fact you haven't got the crowd getting into the thing. You haven't got all that kind of stuff. It's pure. It's like a training session. Comes down to the quality on the day, the performance on the day. The crowd ain't going to be getting on your back. You got a little bit more freedom. You can hear. You can communicate. You can talk to each other. You know, that home advantage is going to be lost for a lot of teams. Ryan says, I don't see the point of buying Grealish, to be honest. There are more areas we need to prioritise. Caribbean Gaming's in the hizzy. How you doing, Nimite? Hope you're doing well. Koulibaly or Skriniar, says Ewan. Thank you for tuning in, Ewan. Koulibaly, if money wasn't an option. Get Saul alongside Bruno with Pogba at the point. Jeez, says Mike. Oh. That's Champions League winning midfield, that is. Midfield. I wouldn't say we'd have the whole team. That's Champions League quality winning midfield on paper. Work both ways though. The crowd can make you work harder. True. But the crowd can make the home team work harder. It's a good point though you make. And some people must hate like not playing with that crowd. They must really thrive off that. Jeremy, don't worry, bro. If I was to speak your national language, I'd probably be fucked as well. I wouldn't want to play against City under closed doors. They're going to have an advantage as Cannonballer. They're always playing behind closed doors, right? But so poor, that joke. So City are just so easy, aren't they? So easy. That's what she said. Players returning to training tomorrow, which is good. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing some pictures. And we'll read out the email that Manchester United have sent to me today. Not just to me, to the whole season ticket holders. So, while the Premier League and other football authorities have yet to finalise the arrangements to resume the season 1920, following the publication of the UK government's recovery strategy on 11th May, it is now widely accepted that any matches that may take place will only do so behind closed doors. We share your disappointment that you will not be able to watch United in person from within the stadium, but we would encourage you to give your continued loyal support from the comfort and safety of your home. To help with that, the Premier League and their media partners will work to deliver the very best broadcast coverage of our games. We also ask for your cooperation not to travel to any stadiums at which we are playing on match days. By supporting from home and following government guidance, you will be playing your part to keep your friends, your family and United fans safe. This united effort to stay at home will give us the best chance of protecting everyone, the health of everyone within our community. They go on to say, we are committed to refunding ticket costs for these games and want to make the process as easy as possible for all supporters. As you have not yet renewed your season ticket for the 2021 season, the deadline was removed, so there was no deadline to renew. I weren't going to pay for something when I didn't know when the season was going to be going ahead, and I'd like to wait with deadlines to the very last day. As you have not yet renewed your season ticket for the 2021 season, we will reduce the cost of your 2021 season ticket by the value of the 4 games missed. This means your season ticket will be priced at, and they've left the price blank for some reason. The amendment may take up to 14 days to action, and we will send confirmation when this is complete. Please bear with us during this time. Please note, UEFA have not yet advised whether or not our home game against LASK Linz in the Europa League will still go ahead. However, if you have purchased a ticket for this game, obviously had, and the game is cancelled or played behind closed doors, we will automatically refund the card you used to pay for your match ticket. Following our initial communication outlining our refund policy, we have received a number of requests to donate. Okay, some supporters want to donate to MU Foundation, you can, and then the rest. It goes on to say, we are yet to receive confirmation regarding when the 2021 season will commence. Once there is more certainty around next season's fixture schedule, we will be back in touch to provide further information and confirm the season ticket renewal deadline. See, they haven't even set a renewal deadline yet. And United will take your money like that. So when they haven't set a renewal deadline yet, you know they haven't got a fucking clue. We hope you and your loved ones are keeping well. Thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to welcoming you back to Old Trafford when it's safe to do so. So that was the email that every United season ticket holder would have got today. So the games that we've missed, the games that we will have missed, will be refunded or taken off our season tickets next season. As I am yet to renew my season ticket, mine will be deducted off my season ticket price for next year, which I don't mind. I think it's like £36 a game, times that by 4 or 5 games I've missed if you include the LASK Linz game, and you're looking at about 150 quid off my season ticket. It's not bad at all. Paul B said, Adam, you're going to get another email with the price. I had the same email, then they sent the text saying the email was an error. Alright, nice one, mate. Cheers, Paul. Yeah, did I get a text? I think I got a text and then I deleted it because I just thought it would be saying, check your emails. You may have received an oh yeah. To confirm, your new price is 555. Okay, yeah. Thank you, mate. Reminding me to check. Mine's was 703, so I think I got like 150 off mine, which is about right. And then I imagine once the LASK Linz game's decided, they'll take that off there as well. So it could go down to around 500 quid for next season. And then we're going to see the beginning of next season. There's going to be games that aren't played, are played behind closed doors. So then they're going to start deducting tickets off as it goes by. I'd imagine they'd ask us to renew our season ticket probably, and then, you know, when fans are finally allowed back in, fucking let us in then. Hornby got 180 off his. How much is your season ticket? Like 600? Sorry, 800. Thoughts on the link to Tonali? That is decent for the Stretford end, isn't it? Thoughts on the link to Tonali? Let's have a look. So Andre Perla's been hyping him up. So this is the story that has United linked to Sandro Tonali, the Brescia midfielder. So Andre Pirlo hails Liverpool and Man United target Sandro Tonali as the best in Serie A. That's it. And then it goes on to say Brescia midfielder, some of Europe's biggest clubs chasing him, including Barca, Juventus, Inter, City, Liverpool and United. So fucking everyone. Liverpool and United transfer target Sandro Tonali has been widely dubbed the next Andre Pirlo, and the Italian legend himself has described his heir apparent as the best player in Serie A. Tonali's time at Serie A's bottom club Brescia looks to be over soon. The 20-year-old midfielder has some of Europe's top clubs queuing up for his signature, thanks to his impressive displays for his struggling side. As well as Liverpool and United, clubs credited with an interest in Tonali include City, Barca, Juventus, Inter, Atletico and PSG. So everyone, how you doing, sidearms? Thank you for joining us. We'll be live again later on today at 8 PM. So make sure you're joining us for that. And it's also Rumour Rater Day as well today. We're live later on today with my mate Raza Hamza, who's a professional boxer. He's got an incredible life story as well so far. And he's still very, very young with a long way to go. So if you fancy joining us for that, even if you're not a fan of boxing, you'll be interested to hear his story. So join us tonight at 8 p.m. on the channel to get on that interview with Raza Hamza, professional boxer. But yeah, make sure you're keeping it locked. We got Rumour Rater today. Declan says the amount of ins will rely heavily on the amount we can get out. I don't think we're going to sign many players, but how many can we really get out? We've got most of the deadwood out, haven't we? Obviously, we got Rojo, Jones, Smalling. But Rojo and Smalling got out of the club at the moment. Got to get rid of them. Alexis as well. But beyond that, there isn't really much else, is there? Maybe Andreas, Lingard may leave. I can't see us signing, like you say, though. I can't see us signing many. Maybe 2, maybe 3. But not many at all. Alessandro Playa. Is it Player or Plea? How do you pronounce his name? Alassane Player has been linked with United, Tottenham and Arsenal. See, I hate these articles. As soon as they start off like that, as soon as they show you he's linked with Arsenal, Tottenham and Man United, as soon as Man United are a third name in an article and not up there, you know it's probably not true. They're just thrown that in there so we end up on the News Now page. But yes, people put United just for clicks. But also, when you see a small little man team like Arsenal and Tottenham in there ahead of us, they're just using us for the clicks alongside those articles. Player. Oh, I was about to sing an R. Kelly song. We're not allowed to do that, are we, these days? God damn it. Why do you have to make so many bangers, man, you fucking weirdo? Arsenal and Tottenham have reportedly joined Man United in a race to sign Borussia Mönchengladbach forward Alassane Player as the club search for reinforcements in attack. The 27-year-old scored 8 goals in 22 league games prior to the Bundesliga's suspension and also provided 7 assists. He scored on the weekend, right? Nothing in it. That's why he's being linked with us, because he scored on the weekend. God damn it. Tanashi, how you doing? Edward, how you doing? Says would rather his strike partner. Oh, I'm hungry today, I am. I don't know what to eat. Starving. So gonna go get some food in a bit. Can't wait for that. Been playing some NBA 2K20 recently as well, which has been good. I think Mata and Matic are very underrated in this squad. Little experience we have out on the pitch and can't be wanting either of them out. Good point. How do you see us playing just in the first game back? It's hard to predict, isn't it? It's like the start of a new season almost. When we were going into the game originally against Spurs, I thought we were going to beat them and beat them comfortably. And now actually we might not have Igalo, but we've got Pogba and Rashford back. The squad's going to be a little bit more fresh. We're going to feel good. But Spurs the same. They're going to have a little bit more freshness. Harry Kane's going to be fit. They're going to be chilling now, do you know what I mean? So you don't really know what to expect. Specs, thank you very much. Jamaican foods as United rules. I wish Bing's was open. See, I don't know if the Jamaican food shops are open around here today. Bap and OJ, Callum's just got on. Did I get it for £4? I did. So basically what happened, the deal was, my mate spent like 2 weeks saying to me, get NBA 2K20, it's 20 quid at Smith's, it's 20 quid at Asda, it's 20 quid at Tesco's. And then like, I did it. I ordered it from Smith's. A day after I ordered it, it went down to £3 on PlayStation Network. So what I did was, when delivery came to my door, I rejected it. I told Smiths I'm not taking the delivery, I don't want it, cancel the order. So they said just reject delivery. So I rejected the delivery and I bought it for $3.99. So hopefully I'm going to get, you know, my money back soon. Andre, if you click the join button, you can support the channel. And actually, there was something that I got told the other day, which was on... Let me just check this out a minute. So for some of you guys that does anyone in the comments have premium YouTube that isn't a member of AdamMcKola TV? Because if you have premium YouTube and you're in a certain country, and the UK is one of them, if you have premium YouTube, you get a free membership on channels every month. So if you have premium YouTube, you can redeem your free membership on AdamMcKola TV, and it doesn't affect me. You just join as a normal member. But that's how you can support AdamMcKola TV, by joining, clicking that join button. You get exclusive content. You get to join the Discord forum, or the Discord server. I call it a forum because we're treating it like a forum. You get little bonuses on the channel, Q&As, interviews, player interviews. You can get your questions in, all that kind of thing. And I'll be adding more and more stuff as well. But yeah, thank you to those that have already decided to support the channel. You absolute legends. And if you want to, that's how you can. What's up from Ireland, Kevin? How you doing, mate? Yes, D-Miz, how you doing? My PSN is literally my Twitter handle and my YouTube handle and everything else. But, like, I'm not going to probably find you because I've had hundreds of them since I did a few FIFA videos. Is it still $3.99? I'm not sure, you know, mate. I'm not 100% sure. I think my brother went to get it on Xbox and it wasn't available anymore. Who's your favorite grime artist? I'm old school with it, you know. Obviously, Kano's the GOAT. You got Gets, top 3 selected. Skepta, Big H, President T, DWE, Footsie, Newham Generals. I like loads of different people, man. But Meridian crew, back in the day, they were my guys. And of course, Kano, Gets, and all them, man. But remember, Criminal was hard as well back in the day. Like, there's loads of people that were sick back in the day that just stopped. Like the fuck radio sets when you had Devlin and Chipmunk and Gets and all them, man. Like, you don't get sets like that anymore, in my opinion. I think Big Zoo's a very, very talented guy. I don't listen to his music on that kind of level, but I'm always supporting what he's doing, and he seems to have a great personality. He's a talented MC, and he's been able to be himself on a mainstream level, and I like to see that for the grime scene. People like Big Zoo elevating it, because yo, he's being exactly himself on a mainstream level. He's got TV shows and stuff. That's great to see, and it shows you that you don't have to really change, you know what I mean? Special as D-Double. Kevin Mulvey, Sean, how you doing, bro? H, Nimai likes H. Not a fan of H, to be honest. Doesn't make music for me though. I'm a 30-year-old man. H does not make music for me. So I'm not going to criticize him for that, but he doesn't. You know what I mean? So, showing my age there. Kings, Kano and Gets back to back. You're not. Yeah, Poet had bars back in the day. Remember that tune, Ready to Blow, on Channel U? Was it called Ready to Blow? I think it was called Ready to Blow or something like that. Matthew Freeze! What's going on, brother? Thank you very much for joining AdamMcKola TV. I appreciate it a million. Man seen DWE's Insta Live. Ah, missed it. Missed it. I saw Kano live this year. That was pretty sick. Footsie was warming up for him. But back in the day, yeah, I went to some sets that were amazing. Boy Better Know sets. Kano sets. Westwood sets used to be nuts when he used to invite people down to them. Jokes on Filthy Fellas, am I going on again? I am going on again soon. Hopefully, whenever that is. Yeah, I can't knock H. He's done his thing. Especially from being up north. Like, you got to realise that down south, it's where it's really, you know, you have to get noticed first. Obviously, Bugsy and JK and people like that have changed that over the last couple of years, but realistically, that's what it is. And for someone like H to do that from up north and be so big, you still got to rate it. even if he's not making music for me. When will the league start, says Sandy. June the 19th or June the 12th is currently the day. It's on YouTube. Sweet, I'll go check that out later. I've been doing a few IG lives with Indian supporters clubs at the moment. Not just Indian supporters clubs, but I'm happy to help anybody out. I did the Energize show as well. Been doing a few things. So if anyone needs help, did Sami Ahmed's channel, who's one of the subscribers on the channel here. You always see him in there. So if anyone needs a little bit of help, I'm always happy to help. Remember the pirate radio on the roof in East? Yeah, them days are sick. Them days are sick. What's your favourite clash from back in the day? Skepta Devilman's gonna be up there. Kane O'Reilly as well on the stairs. But I think Skepta Devilman changed the game. Devilman, look, Devilman's so underrated. His flow gets used by so many people. I play rugby league in Australia. Yes, lad. Yeah, gassing hard, but me and Specs got it. Like the Dudley boys. Right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. We got extended with a little bit of fan cams behind closed doors. That is not going to happen, Jeremy. I am not going outside Old Trafford. Just not going outside Old Trafford. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in to AdamMcKola TV. Make sure you're keeping it locked. You're liking, you're commenting, you're sharing, and you're subscribing. For now, I'm going to get out of here. Remember, we're back later. Rumour rate around the live interview with Raza Hamza. So keep it locked. But until then, I've been AdamMcKola. You lot have been legends. We're gone.